So this is the Linux system that I'm going to be installing into a W166 to replace the original screen. So mainly to use wireless Android Auto or CarPlay. So here's the screen itself. It's a 12.3 inch. The kit comes with the usual cables, and it has this vent. So this vent piece, which will replace the original vent. So instead of the screens being in between two vents, the screen now is going to be on top of these two new vents right here, and even has a little clock in the middle, analog clock in the middle. First thing we will do is replace this piece so that we can take out the head unit. So all you need is one of these pry tools. Just push it in here, and this will just loosen this piece. That's just held together by clips, these 4 clips. Let's put that aside, and then we'll have to move this piece, remove this piece, and again another one of these pry tool. These are all held together by clips, so it's just a matter of prying them out. There's a few cable there that we just got to remove. So just simply, there's a tab behind here that you press down, and this will just push across, and that will come out. So I'll take that out first. So there were 4 plugs. You have to remove them in order, otherwise they won't come out. So you got to remove this one first, which was that, and then this one, and then this one, and then this last one. And now it's out, so we'll just put it somewhere safe. Okay, the next step is to remove this head unit. To remove the head unit, you need a T20 to remove. There are 2 screws, one here and one down here. Need to remove the screw altogether. Looks like. Oh yeah, I removed the screw. Put that down, and that comes out. There's a cable on the side here that we have to remove before we can pull out the head unit. Okay, I've got the head unit out now. There's a bunch of cables there that I won't remove yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to remove this big harness here. And the next step is to remove this piece to get to the screen. To remove this piece, there are 2 screws, one here and one here, that we have to remove. Okay, I've got the 2 screws out, this one, and now it's just a matter of prying this whole piece out. I'm going to use one of these, so I'm just going to carefully pry it out. These are just held together by clips. So that's out. Okay, there's a couple of cables to remove. Okay, so these cables here, I'm just unclip it. So there are two screws here, one here and one here. They should be T20s. Okay, so I've got the two screws undone, so the screen should just come right out. So there's two cables, one here and one here. There's a little clip here. You squeeze and this should come right out. Okay, and there's the screen, pretty solid, very solid. And this is the main cable, this one, and that goes to here, which has this thing which looks like your factory plug. So one will go into the head unit and one will go into the original plug. And if yours have an optical fiber connection, you've got to remove it from the factory and plug it into one of these ends. Okay, so this is the original harness into my head unit. I've got optical cable here which I will move to the new harness. There's a space here for it. There's a space there for it, so I'm just gonna move it and see how we go. So I've got this face plate installed, and now the original vent had these two connections here, which is the light for where you adjust the open and close the vent, like this one here. So this piece that came with the Linux screen has no connection, which means there will be no light here at night. So this piece will just slot right in, and the two screws underneath for the original vent will just be screwed in here. So I was going to make sure I'll run the two cables through here before I install the vent. Okay, so I've got it hooked up. I haven't finished putting everything back together yet. I've just turned it on. Now to set up for your car, you've got to go to setup and system. You set this use cars Bluetooth channel, turn that on so you don't have to use the auxiliary in. Also for the screen, in the car settings, okay, you set here in car's original screen, so you choose the right resolution for your car. My car just happens to be this one here, which is the correct one. So in the settings, you look at reverse setting and you choose if you have an original camera, select that to original camera. Now with this Linux screen, you don't have to use the auxiliary plug that goes into your AMI port in your center console here. What you do is when you go to Android Auto, you connect your phone's Bluetooth to this screen's Bluetooth, as well as your car's original Bluetooth. So you set your audio in your car to Bluetooth. So if I just press and hold the back button, oh no, that will take me there, and I'm connected to Bluetooth audio in the original car audio, and in Android Auto I'm also connected to it using Bluetooth. So when I go there, the sound will just come up without using the auxiliary. And the bonus is you can skip songs by using the button on your steering wheel here, or of course touch the screen.